everyone, and welcome to Something Wicked DocuFest 2024. I am your co-festival director and program director, Kevin L. Powers, and I am speaking today with Mark Starks, who has his film screening at our event this week. It is called the 50th Anniversary of Skylab, America's first space station, and it is a film in which we all get a little bit better glimpse at what Skylab was and what its function it was, and then what it actually accomplished as of today. So, Mark, if you are there, and everyone who's watching this, please be aware that we are having some technical difficulty because of weather problems. So sometimes Mark may go in and out, and we will try our best to keep the thing going so that you can enjoy his interview as we're doing it. Okay. So, Mark, when you are ready, go ahead and tell everybody who you are, what you did on your film, and a little bit about your film.
Well, hi, Kevin. Greetings from Michigan. We've got a little bit of rain here right now, and I understand you do as well.
Yep.
But I've been a filmmaker since middle school. I've been making films for quite a few years. And Skylab is a project we're very excited about. As you know, it chronicles NASA's efforts beginning in 1973 to create a permanent space station in lower Earth orbit, and three successful
As soon as you
successful Skylab missions successfully completed hundreds of experiments, set space endurance records, and paved the way for the International Space Station.
Nice. So, you have culled a lot of footage for your short film, and it is relatively a really short film, but you have culled a lot of footage from that. Was that an easy process? Because I know a lot of filmmakers out there don't get the opportunity to have all this type of archival footage like you do in your film.
That was the most challenging part. It's great that NASA has all their footage in the public domain.
Oh.
You can go to nasa.gov and look at all their footage. And again, that was the biggest challenge, was going through all the video and audio and deciding what to use. They have tons and tons of footage of, I think, all of their missions. And I really learned a lot about Skylab. I was very young when it occurred. And of course, it was just a few years after the moon landing. There was a lot of information there to look over. And I think we concised it where... yeah, I think people enjoy it. It's just a short film. It's about 15 minutes long, and we think it came out pretty well. It's been pretty successful on the film festival circuit.
Excellent. And did you have any type of connection with NASA before doing this project? Did you do it on your own? How did it come about?
It was open invitation to filmmakers to try to put something together from their archive footage. For a film festival they were putting together.
Oh.
And again, I was very interested in space travel, the moon landing and moon missions and whatnot. And so I thought it'd be a lot of fun, and it turned out it was a very enjoyable experience.
Okay. And how long did it take you to go through all this footage?
I'd say probably about a week or so. I spent looking at a lot of their video. What's great is NASA also has the original audio as well, and we use that in quite a few scenes, such as the landing and whatnot. That NASA audio kind of sends chills up your spine when you hear the actual mission control transmissions. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I was about to make sure I commented on that. The way that you use the actual archival audio for it makes you kind of like puts the audience into everything that's going on. Especially
right, exactly.
Your most of your film is all archival footage, so that actually puts the audience into what's going on.
Yes, exactly. That's the most exciting part, I think, is hearing the actual audio from NASA, from the control room and from the astronauts.
Oh, I can't even imagine how much footage you had to go through to just pick out those little snippets that were perfect for the film.
Thank you. It was a
What?
lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so what was the most difficult aspect of putting this film together then?
Probably just trying to hit the key points of their mission. We try to do it chronologically from its conception into their stages, their planning stages, and how they went off and had X amount of time to do hundreds of experiments and complete their mission, and try to cover all those areas. Try to cover the main components of Skylab and their function,
Yeah.
and we kind of did that more or less with a lot of slides and zooming in and focusing on different parts of the vessel and whatnot. And I think again, we pretty much did a pretty good job of assessing. So again, it was a challenge, but very enjoyable.
Okay. And I'm asking this question only because I've had interviews with two other filmmakers so far, and they had a different distribution outlet for their film in which they're trying to more educate people. So there's went to a lot of schools and a lot of universities and stuff. Are you if you can hear me, I'm kind of
Yes,
like
sir. Yes, I can hear you.
okay, I just wanted to know a little bit about the kind of your audience for this. What type of what type of distribution are you trying to reach with this? Whether it just be online or people who are interested in this itself, or just trying to get it out there as many film festivals as possible.
Well, we're very fortunate to be part of Film Freeway, and that's basically our main distribution point is to the film festivals. We've been fortunate to screen Skylab in the U.S., the UK, Venezuela, Greece, Turkey, and even Russia and the Ukraine. And we most recently screened in the Republic of Korea.
Oh.
And Skylab is also the first documentary to be broadcast into deep space. And you can find more about that at spacespeak.com. Spacespeak uses radio waves to transmit messages, and in this case, their first video into deep space.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So yeah. Was the film successful at the film festival it was originally designed for? How was it?
Yes.
Oh, so it was successful then?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. A better transmission than this one, I'm afraid.
The film has gone to deep space, but it's hard to get between Michigan and Georgia.
From Michigan to Georgia. Yes, exactly.
That's okay. That's okay. The thing is, before I saw your film, everyone's heard of the International Space Station, but not as many people know about Skylab and the contributions it had towards actually getting to the point where we had an International Space Station. And that's one of the things I found very interesting about your film. I mean, I didn't know anything about Skylab before I watched the movie.
Yeah. Again, it was the United States' first port, their first space station. And of course, it paved the way, as you said, for the ISS. So it was quite the achievement. And again, just happening 4 years after we walked on the moon, we wanted to create that permanent space station, something that, we're going to desperately need in the future to have a habitat other than Earth. And this was the start back in the early 70s.
Oh. So, all right. Well, when people are watching your film this weekend and in the future, because this video will be made available throughout your entire or continuing film festival life, what are some of the things that you would like audiences to get from your film when they're watching your movie?
Just an appreciation for the efforts of NASA. They're just they try just with actually limited resources. People think they have millions and millions, unlimited amount of dollars, but they have to make those dollars work to accomplish great things. And as you know, we've gone landed on the moon with rovers, and we've been back to the moon, and just accomplishing great things in space.
It's interesting to hear and see the fact that Skylab has been around or having its 50th anniversary. This is just one of the many great things that that NASA has accomplished and our space program has accomplished and continues to accomplish even now. And it's good that we kind of honor the forebearers, the people who started the program and their accomplishments, so that they don't get forgotten. Sometimes people forget that, a space station, the ISS didn't just pop up, that there were steps to get to that point. And Skylab is one of those steps. And we just keep achieving great accomplishments from here on out. And I wanted to make sure that people know that, because it's great to see that somebody is out there making this film, and keeping our history alive, because like I said, I didn't know this was even was a thing until I saw your movie. So it opened my eyes to, the steps that got there. So it's actually, I was like, I was blown away by that. But when we get you back, I want to know, what else are you working on, or are you working on anything else? And does it have anything to do with this?
Well, we love doing documentaries, and we're actually starting the third season of a television series on YouTube called Insomnia Theater.
Okay.
Insomnia Theater is a retrospective of classic movies. We show clips from classic movies, and we give some background information on them. We go behind the scenes and present some little known facts about some of your favorite classic films. We do a retrospective of classic films like House on Haunted Hill and The Terror and Little Shop of Horrors. And we also do specials like Skylab. And we're very excited about it. Again, we're starting season 3 on YouTube. And Paul Gannis has been our voiceover person. He's a very famous Hollywood actor. And as of the third season, he is on camera. So he is our host. Okay. Where he was the voiceover artist, he is now our host. And we're very excited about the third season. Our first episode was a retrospective of how to Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon. And we have some other classic movies in store. I also just recently put out a short film, a compilation of Super 8 films that I shot when I was a kid back in middle school and in high school. And I took what I think were the best parts of those short films, Super 8 films, and made a short film of that as well.
Okay.
And a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I wish nothing but continued success with this film. Especially, I like to hear more about your online show. So everybody out there who's listening to this, please check out his online show. What's it called? Insomnia Theater. Insomnia Theater. Look for that on YouTube. Also, make sure to check out this film and other films from this amazing filmmaker, and to check out all the other films playing this weekend at Something Wicked DocuFest. I am Kevin Powers, your host and co-festival director, program director of the event, and I hope that you enjoyed this film and all the other films we have to offer for you. And make sure to check out some of the other interviews that we are doing with all the other amazing filmmakers that are showcasing their films this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us for Something Wicked DocuFest, and have a great evening.